This box contains something super cool all the way from Japan. Let's install it. What's up, y'all? Welcome back. If you're new here, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel. We are going to be installing a Cusco subframe brace for the front of the car. This is much more robust of a piece than the OEM ones, which is two little tiny bars that go across to connect everything. This one's all one piece, should be much more structurally sound. I've always wanted one of these, so I'm super excited to get it on the car, see how everything feels, all that jazz. But yeah, it's about 21 degrees outside and getting ready to pour the snow, so we're gonna have to push the car back as far as we can in the garage to get it jacked up and all that, because I don't want to open the door. It's cold enough in here as it is without letting in all the cold air. So yeah, let's get to it. We'll push the car back, get this thing installed. Let's get it back into the back. Far as we can go, baby. That should be good enough for the front, I think. Still got room back here. Plenty enough space up here, I think, to get the jack in. All right. Whew, that jack handle is cold. Oh yeah, should be plenty of space. Oink, oink, oink. We're a little close to the door here, but it's fine. There we go. Big swings. We'll get our jack stands under here just for safety measure. All right. Boy, we are close to the ground right there. Okay, car's jacked up. Let's get this thing cut out of here.
This honestly should be, a pretty quick install. I know I often jinx myself, but I don't really know what could, what could come up on this.
Idiot! What? Do you realize what you've just done?
Oh, this thing looks so good. I love the blue. I've always loved Cusco blue. It's just so good looking. I love the metallic. I'd be really curious to know what this color code is. That would be really cool to like powder coat some stuff this color on future projects, but yeah. So yeah, the piece we're installing goes about right here to right here, and it goes all the way over there. Now that I'm under here, I'm kind of hoping the downpipe is right where the hole of the triangle is on the piece. So I'm assuming if they designed it that way, that's probably how it goes. So we'll cross our fingers that this thing goes on without a hitch. But yeah, let's grab the piece, pop it on here. Right like that. Oh yeah, oh shit. The downpipe definitely hits it. No! Why? Why? Can this go up any at all? Not only are we not even in the same ballpark, at this point, we're not even playing the same sport. We're like, that's a good ½ inch off on both sides. Son of a bitch. What do you do about that, Because my exhaust definitely ain't moving. There's no getting that piece up. Oh, well, poopy. It's so close to the bend too, like if it was just, a little bit farther. Well, I must say, that is rather unfortunate. I don't know why I keep setting it up here and looking at it. It's like opening the fridge when you're craving something and it's like, maybe if I open it up this time, it'll be in there. It's not gonna be. Just like this is not gonna fit. Well, fudge. I was really excited to install that too. Granted, I did zero research on if it would fit or not, which I didn't really think about it. I was like, it's built to go on there. It's designed to go on there. Why wouldn't it? But yeah, Tomei exhaust, downpipe, and all that jazz, it does not fit apparently. So that is really, really unfortunate. Well, that was short-lived, but I set time out today to do this video, so I'm gonna do something and we're gonna upload this thing anyways. I said a long time ago that I would upload whatever I had. So that's what we're doing, mistakes and all. We keep getting a check engine code for the front oxygen sensor, so we got a new one of those. So let's swap this thing out, see if we can get this code to go away. Okay, so the front oxygen sensor is right here in the center of the screen. That piece sticking out to the side right there, we gotta get to that, trace the wire up, unplug it from up here, and then put the new one on. Okay, there's the end of it. Unplug. Okay, unplugged. Get this guy down out the way. Oh, that wrench barely fits, Jesus. Oh, and there we go. Got that one loose, now we can pop on the new one. All right, old one is out. Alrighty, now we're just twisting it in there. And over. Where did the plug go? There it is. That was super simple. Let me snug this down, and then we can get the laptop, start the car up, clear the code, and see if it stays gone. Let's see here. Aha, it popped up on the Evo scan thing and no activity detected. I'm just gonna set you guys right there and I'm gonna search this code and see what it means, but there's no circuit activity. It says the P0134 code on Evo 9 engine indicates a problem with the upstream oxygen sensor on bank 1 sensor 1, specifically meaning the circuit is not detecting any activity, signifying a faulty oxygen sensor that isn't properly switching voltage readings as it should. The engine control module is not seeing the expected voltage fluctuations from the oxygen sensor. Possible causes for P0134, faulty oxygen sensor, it's brand new. Damaged wiring, all that's brand new too. Exhaust leaks near the sensor can disrupt the airflow and affect readings. Replacing the affected oxygen sensor will usually fix a code, P0134, but not always. There are many problems that can potentially trigger the code. Huh. Okay, well, since that didn't work, I'm gonna have to do a boost leak test. So I'm gonna get my little tool that I got from STM. We'll stick that on the turbo inlet and we will do a boost leak test and see if there's a leak somewhere on a hose, a coupler, something like that, to see what could be causing that engine code. I've checked with some people and it seems like a boost leak test should be the thing that we do. I've saw a couple other things that it could be, but boost leak test first, so we'll see how that goes. This is the tool I was talking about here. You put this on the turbo, you put some air to it, and it will do a boost leak test. It'll run air through the whole lines and system and everything, and you can check the couplers to see if there's any air coming out. And off that comes. Bring out the old intake. Now we'll pop this onto the turbski. Now let's just snug this up. That should be pretty good. Okay, we got our air hose here. Got a little gauge on there so I can adjust the amount of pressure coming out of this thing. Dial this back to about 5 pounds. I can hear the air going through, but I'm not sure if you guys can, but I hear nothing leaking. The only thing I hear air coming out of is my damn gun right here, so I hear nothing. So I'm gonna call that there is no boost leak, because I could hear the air flowing through and nothing was happening. I heard nothing like leaking out anywhere. I heard no like immediate signs of any air coming out anywhere. So, well, I guess since that is done, I'm gonna go around and see if I can find like, maybe there's an exhaust leak somewhere. I've heard that can also cause that code. So we'll check for exhaust leaks, see if we find anything there. I haven't heard anything, but you know, we'll try to find it, I suppose. Okay, so we got everything put back together. I went ahead and I loosened up some of the boots and stuff on the intercooler connectors and kind of like moved the pipe around a little bit. Tried to get some more things like aligned properly in here with the intake and stuff like that, because it was a little bit like askew, like inside the boot and everything. So tried to get that lined up as best I could, got everything rerouted, retightened down, and so I'm gonna start the car up and we'll plug in the computer, see what it says, see if it throws another code, and if we have another code, I'm gonna have to get a hold of the tuner and we'll see what we can do there, because I went through and checked everything on the nuts and everything, the bolts for the exhaust. Nothing seems to be like for an exhaust leak there. I don't know until I start it up, I guess, till there is a leak, but I don't hear anything that like sounds like there's an exhaust leak, so I'm gonna confidently say there's not one, but yeah, let's fire the car up and see what we got. All right, it's been about 10 minutes since I cleared the engine code. It did come back when I first started the car, but I cleared the code and it's been well over 10 minutes. This part right here began to move once we got up to operating temperature. And since then, and I cleared the code, we haven't really had the engine light come back on. It's been well over 10 minutes, probably 15 minutes now at this point. So I'm gonna cross my fingers and say that is fixed. We do have to kind of mess with the AFRs, I think, a little bit, because we're down to like 11.5, 12.5, somewhere around in there. And I don't think that Desmond's very happy with that bit of it. It needs to be like 14, 13, somewhere like that, I believe. So we may have to work on that a little bit. But as far as the engine code and the oxygen sensor and all that stuff, I'm going to assume that that is fixed. All right, well, with all that taken care of, I'm gonna go ahead and end this thing off here. I bet this video is absolutely all over the place, but it is what it is. We tried to do 2 videos this week. Both of them were kind of fails, and so I tried to compile everything into one here. We'll see how it turns out whenever I edit, but I do apologize in advance if it is everywhere. But we've got all these little tedious things we gotta take care of, and I wish it was just like, you know, it's all good to go, but it's all this little small shit that we keep having to work on and take care of, but we're getting there, we're making progress, I do believe. And so, yeah, if you got this far, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it very much. As always, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this oxygen sensor thing. I looked at all that I know to look at, like I said, and the light is off now, and so until the light comes back on, I can only assume that it's fixed. And so we'll keep an eye on that, see where it goes from here, but yeah, catch you next time. Bye.